Last week, Disney faced calls for a boycott after ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel Live following his remarks on the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Now, Disney says the show will return to the air Tuesday night, but how effective are boycotts? Shortly after the news of a suspension, calls to boycott all Disney companies surged, with musician Sarah McLachlan and Jewel even pulling out of performances Sunday connected to a new Disney documentary. Protests erupted on Hollywood Boulevard outside Jimmy Kimmel Live studio and at Walt Disney Studios in Burbank. Others who tried to cancel Disney Plus reported the company's subscription portal crashed under demand. Koen Pauwels is a distinguished professor of marketing at Northeastern University who ties boycotts directly to his work as a marketing analyst, studying how consumer behavior shows up in data.
You can go and protest. You can write letters to your representatives, right? In a democratic society, there's so many things you can do. But I think a boycott is really when you felt that you have exhausted these options. Their effectiveness is very murky, and so research hasn't shown that it's that effective. However, people are very often feel it's the one thing they can do and they can control. So even if it's not very effective, even if it doesn't kind of get the organization that you're targeting to do what you want them to do, a lot of people feel it's just out of principle something that they should do anyway, even if it's not immediately effective.
Powell says streaming cancellations alone are hard to measure because services already fluctuate. People join for a show and drop off after it ends, so a boycott has to be clear through the noise and follow 3 steps.
Make sure that the organization actually realizes what you're doing. And so that's typically easier if you do it at very specific times.
Take the Starbucks boycott organized in 2013 by Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America. With their Skip Starbucks Saturday initiative, they did just that.
The other good thing is, of course, number 2, make sure you have a broad tent that lots of people want to join you and feel that they can join you.
Moms Demand Action initially hoped for 25,000 signatures, but gathered 60,000 as the initiative continued.
3, have a demand that is actually feasible for the organization to do, right?
2 months later, Starbucks shifted policy away from guns in their stores. Moms Demand Action believes they were instrumental in this change. Another term, boycotts, are the opposite, when people buy more to support a company's stance.
It's basically aiming to counteract the boycotts and to make sure that the company doesn't struggle too much. Sometimes these boycotts are so successful that the company sales actually increase.
But even when boycotts succeed, Powell says they can leave lasting damage on consumers, or they may not matter at all, depending on a company's bigger priorities.
Maybe their dealings with the current US administration are worth way more than any boycott, right? So in the economic kind of trade-off of the company, if they see it as less important than the reasons why they made the decision in the first place, then it's not going to have a huge effect.
Disney owns a lot: parks, ABC, Hulu, ESPN, and more. Powell says that breadth makes them harder to hurt in one place, but also more vulnerable if a boycott spreads across all industries. Disney shares did dip after the initial suspension announcement, but claims of billions lost remain unverified. In the meantime, the boycott appears to continue as we wait for reaction to the reinstatement. For more on this story, head over to our website, san.com, or download our mobile app. I'm Kennedy Felton with Straight Arrow News.